But what in your mind, right, would make you think that it was a good idea to go up to his establishment, to the Hidden History Museum? If you got problems with me online, if we going back and forth online, right? It's online, cool. Okay, everything's online, whatever. If you pop up in front of my house or in front of my, if I had like, you know, like an actual, cause I work for myself, but if I had a job somewhere, if you pull up at my job, my place of business, it's a problem instantly. Like you're not gonna pull up to where I'm at, but like people think that this is a game, like everything is all ha ha he internet. I just pulled up to your establishment. I just pulled up to the Hidden History Museum where Tariq is. Look, y'all, I'm over here where you at, Tariq. Like, you know how fast things can go sideways, bro? Like, I see this stuff happen online all the time. Stuff goes sideways so fast, and it could have been way worse than a slap. You could have been like not breathing right now. And man, like it's just, I don't understand why people play like that. But let me just pull this up first, and I'll play the video that Tariq uploaded on his Twitter page, you know, of what happened. So let's see. He put up 2 videos. So he said, let me rewind this back a little bit. Taharka Bey came up to our museum earlier today, snooping around, and I caught him and slapped the ish out of him. Okay. Slapped the ish out of Taharka Bey, and this was the video that he put up.
Yo, that bitch Taharka Bey just came up here to the museum. Shout out to the security up here. Shout out to his brother here. I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bey. All right? Did you see me slap the shit out of him? Yeah, I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bey and ran him the fuck up out of here. Yo, that bitch Taharka Bey just came up here to the museum. Shout out to the security up here. Shout out to his brother here. I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bey. All right? Did you see me slap the shit out of him? Yeah, I just slapped the shit out of Taharka Bey and ran him the fuck up out of here.
The security up there, like, man, I don't know what's going on.
That security guard looked like Yule from Breaking Bad. Y'all remember Yule?
I never watched Breaking Bad. I never watched it.
That was Saul Goodman's security guard. That dude was funny as heck. That dude looked just like him though. So Taharka Bey came up there to the museum to do what?
Yeah, well, hold on. I got one more video. This last video that I got is what Tariq put up, where like Taharka Bey ran off. He got the
the video.
Yeah, he don't got the video of the slap. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he started videotaping afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And this is the video of Taharka Bey running up in his car. So Tariq said, that's Taharka Bey. That's Taharka running and jumping in his rental car to drive off after he got slapped. Why you got to have a rental car? You know, he being petty. He says a rental car. That's probably his car. You know? He said, I'm in the rental car. Oh man, well, let me play this video real quick too, man, because this is nuts.
Just got slapped. Yo, that bitch ass nigga Taharka Bey right there.
That's him in that car that's pulling off right now.
Taharka Bey just got slapped.
Pulling off. That you see, that's him getting in the car right there.
Yo, that bitch ass nigga Taharka.
Look like he was still like he was trying to record too. You see how he got a phone in his hand, like, you know what I'm saying, going like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to still record him a little something too, on his way up out of here after getting slapped, apparently. You know.
Ryan said Taharka Bey went on the Star Report and said that he didn't get slapped. He probably doesn't know it was recorded.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know that was recorded afterward. And shout out to Buzz Ham H1 for becoming a channel member.
Shout out to the channel member. Shout out to the people that rock with the replays.
Yeah, because you know once this live stream goes off, you can't watch it unless you're a channel member or Patreon member.
Shout out to the replay rockers.
Yeah, shout out to the replay watchers. But so Taharka Bey went on the Star Report afterwards, apparently, and said he didn't get slapped.
Yeah, that's what Ryan was saying in the comment section.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. I'd have to check out. I would expect him to say that. I would if the actual slap wasn't caught on video, then I would expect anyone who got slapped to say like, nah, that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I would expect them to do that. But like, here's my thing, right? Now, a lot of y'all don't know this. But obviously Rob does, because you all know me and Rob talk all the time, right?
When he feel like texting me back.
Yeah. Robin sent me 1,000 text messages. I'll call him like 3 days later. Like, hey, bro, just give me the bullet points, man.
Look,
like,
look. Shout out to the replay gang. It's getting deep, man. The
replay gang is getting deep in here. Yeah. Okay, all right. Pearl Q, the replay gang, or is it Pearly Q? Pearly? How you say?
You almost called him Pearly Things. Don't be doing that.
He's gonna take his money back. Got Pearly Things. Pearly Things became a channel member.
He's gonna take his money back.
He gonna
if
take
it was
the
Pearly Things, back. If it was Pearly Things becoming a channel member, she ain't gonna do nothing but steal our content and take it to the UK. I'm saying.
We appreciate the channel membership. I appreciate that. That's the replay gang in the building. Replay gang in the building. Only 99 cents. But like on a serious note, though, concerning this, right? So like over my, my main channel, I think it has like, I don't know, 70,000 subscribers now. Like it's growing a little bit, right? The main channel. And like over the last 2 months, I've been recognized twice, right? And I'm just first time this stuff is kind of happening to me. So over the last 2 months, I've been recognized twice. The first time I got recognized, I felt like I came off a little bogus. You know what I'm saying? Because
he was overwhelmed by stardom.
I wasn't overwhelmed by stuff. I went with my son, and both times I went with my son too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm with my son and stuff, and dude was like, I forgot what he said. I forgot what the brother said, but I think he said like, I like your work, man. And I was like, what? He was like, I like your work. He's like, I know, I like your work. And I was like, you know me? Then I felt bogus, like, and he was like, you from YouTube, right? Yeah. I just never been recognized before. My bad, bro. Like, I never been recognized. The second time I got recognized, like in the grocery store again, it was like, this was actually here in LA. I got recognized again. I was a little more personal. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as I walked past him and he said like, hey, I appreciate your work, bro. I was like, all right, brother. Yeah, that's what, you know what I'm saying? Like it was cool. But my point is this. This is my point. I've been recognized twice in the last 2 months. And it's not like I'll be on YouTube talking about other people, rah, talking crazy. Anyway, y'all know, if you know me from my main channel, I don't beef. I don't go back and forth with people. I don't talk about other content creators. None of that. I keep it strictly about like politics and the things that I talk about on the main channel, period. That's it, right? But it really kind of made me think about just kind of how surreal that it is for people to know who you are, but you don't know who they are. You get what I'm saying? So they almost like ghost out here. They see you, but you don't see them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like when you think about really how dangerous that is.
Yeah, that's dangerous. I mean?
How dangerous that is, because I don't know who around me, but you know that you're around me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And like think about how dangerous that is. And it just made me think even more so. Like I said, I'm not no rah-rah guy online anyways. I don't talk crazy online. But it kind of just helped just to reinforce, don't ever get ahead of yourself on this internet. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get too ahead of yourself on the internet, because you don't know who's gonna run up on you, and you're not gonna know who they are, but they're gonna know who you are. Right. And that brings me to this right here. This internet really put a battery in a lot of people back to think that they can just be out here doing and saying all type of crazy, foolish nonsense. Because think to yourself, granted, I know Taharka Bey and Tariq got problems, they got beef, whatever, but it was all internet. But what in your mind, right, would make you think that it was a good idea to go up to his establishment, to the Hidden History Museum? If you got problems with me online, if we going back and forth online, right? It's online, cool. Okay, everything's online, whatever. If you pop up in front of my house, or in front of my, if I had like, like an actual, 'cause I work for myself, but if I had a job somewhere, if you pull up at my job, my place of business, it's a problem instantly. Like you're not gonna pull up to where I'm at, but like people think that this is a game, like everything is all he internet. I just pulled up to your establishment. I just pulled up to the Hidden History Museum where Tariq is. Look, y'all, I'm over here where you at, Tariq. Like, you know how fast things can go sideways, bro? Like, I see this stuff happen online all the time. Stuff goes sideways so fast, and it could have been way worse than a slap. You could have been like not breathing right now. And
man,
like it's just I don't understand why people play like that.
Bro, that's that. I ain't trying to be funny, but like, you see what state that's going down in. You know what I'm saying?
It's
people getting out of pocket in California. We got the castle doctrine in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really going to go down like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was in Texas, or if it was in Florida, or if it was in another state like that. Like, ain't nobody playing out here, man. You allowed to defend your business, and you allowed to defend your home or yourself with lethal force. No, there's a lot of people that are not on that. On that. You know what I'm saying?
In the areas where you're from, where they have the castle doctrine and stand your ground laws, I don't see too much of that type of stuff happening, where people just kind of pull up on foolishness. A lot of that stuff go on out here in like Los Angeles or New York, where like the gun laws are dumb strict. You basically don't have the right to defend yourself at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do nothing. You know, that's where that stuff happens. The kind of stupid stuff happens. But you don't see stuff like that going down in Ohio or anywhere in Texas or Tennessee or somewhere in the South, because somebody step on your property, like with that castle doctrine. You blow them away, and that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Case closed. We finished over here. We finished, or we done. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, what would make you think that that's okay? Like, people just pulling up to this man's establishment, and then like I said, Tariq could have just took it all the way left with it, because I mean, that's how Nipsey got killed at his establishment, right? Nipsey got killed at his place of business, and now you coming up to this man's place of business being silly. Taharka Bey lucky he just got slapped. Honestly.
I don't understand what going to that hidden history museum was supposed to prove. Like, I don't understand the purpose of it. Like, if you got beef with the man, if you don't like him or whatever, why are you going to his place of business? Do your own business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that. Like, if it's somebody out here that I don't like, I'm not about to just like loiter outside of their establishment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing as like, like in certain areas where it's divided by rivalries. Like, if you from the West Side, you're not going to just loiter on the East Side just to loiter on the East Side, because that could be a life sentence for you. Like, I don't, to me, like, that logic don't make, like, what do you gonna go up there and do what? Like, make a video or something? Like, what's that video gonna prove? Like, okay, like, I went to the Hidden History Museum. Like, I don't understand what the logic was behind that. Like, what was he looking to do by doing that?
Yeah, you looking to get yourself in a situation where you end up not breathing no more. That's what happens. And the thing is with that kind of stuff too, bro, like, I'm not, as Kwame Brown would say, I'm not no hell of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm none of that. But I don't, and that's why, like, I tread lightly online. I don't play games like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be in a position where I have to do something to you that's going to put me in jail, because this is California, like, where you can't defend yourself, right? Illegally, you cannot defend yourself, right? So I don't want to do nothing to you that's going to end up putting me in jail. But I don't think that I'm so much of a hell of a nigga, as Kwame would say, that I think that can't nothing happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because something to mess around it. Like, you see this stuff online all the time. Things go left quick. Cats will be scrapping. It don't take nothing but a second for, in the middle of a fight, somebody just like hits you up all in your kidneys and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stabbed you up like 3 times. And you don't realize until your adrenaline run out after the fight, like, why am I wet? Oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? And now you done collapsed on the floor and stuff. Like, this internet stuff is weird. I don't mess with none of that. Like, I ain't with it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't for me. It ain't for me. Running up in people's establishments, try to videotape myself in front of their business, videotape myself in front of their house, all that type of stuff. I don't know, man.
I'm still trying to figure out,
whatever happens to you, honestly.
I'm still trying to figure out what was Taharka Bey looking to accomplish by going up there. I don't understand that.
That's the $1 million question.
What was he trying to do? Like, what was his goal to have a conversation with Tariq? Was his goal to like go inside the museum and like check it out? Like, why was he there? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Did he pay to go into the museum? Like, is there an admission fee? Like, I need like a little bit more details because
it's not open like that yet. It's not open like that yet for you to pay to go in. Like I know where it's at. I mean, and, because it's like maybe like 10 minutes away from my house. You know what I'm saying? Like I know exactly where the museum's at. But it's not open like that for the public yet. You know, if I'm not mistaken, he hasn't even done the grand opening yet. I don't believe. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna do like a private opening first, then like a grand one. So my point is like, so it's not even open to the public yet. It's not like you pulled up, paid your admission to go in, and you're walking around inside, and he just slapped you up. You know what I'm saying? Like you showed up to the museum just to show up to the museum, and it's not even open. You came here to be stupid. That's the only reason. There's no logical reason for you to be up there. You can't say you was trying to serve him up like, you know, papers or for a lawsuit or something like that. You can't say that because like that's for the lawyers to handle. Like they got his address. You get what I'm saying? Like they know where to serve him up at. So you can't say, oh, I was trying to serve him up some papers to sue him for whatever. No, Taharka, they went up there to be silly. Right. And you know, you got what you had coming to you for being silly.
Yeah, that to me, that's just moving weird, man. Like that's just moving weird.
Yeah, man. Real quick, shout out to Janesta Coleman. Janesta Coleman dropped a super chat earlier. Janesta always showing love. She's our
shout out to Janesta.
I don't know what we would do without Janesta. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to B1 Skid Kid for joining to becoming a channel membership. The Playback Gang.
Playback Gang.
Yeah, the Playback Gang. Yeah, you could actually watch the replay now. Like once the live stream goes off and we put it on members only. You know, and also shout out to Val Williams. Val Williams always showing love too. Shout out to Val. Peace and blessings, TD and Rob and family in the chat. I hope you all are doing amazingly well. We are, Val. Thank you very much for the support. And please make sure you hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button.
We hit that record. We at 104.
Yeah, we hit the record already. We at 104 now.
We got to keep it at one. Now we got to get to 150 next week.
150 next week, you know, but I want to stay on this like a little bit longer too, because like I think maybe it's just because of what we do, you know, Rob, that like kind of like kind of resonates with me a little bit, just like I said, based off the fact that like I've been noticed twice and whatever, and I got another story for y'all too, right? Just showing like how potentially dangerous putting yourself out there on YouTube can be, you know, even if you're not like out there like beefing with people like that. You know, it's even more dangerous if you out here running around on internet beefing with everybody and you know, people know your face. But I remember one time, funny story, and Rob knows this story. One day, he knows the story that I'm gonna tell. That's why he's gonna laugh. You know the story I'm gonna tell. One day I had my wife run down on Kevin Samuels, you know. I had my wife pull up on Kevin Samuels with the hammer. She pulled up on Kevin Samuels in the car, like, yeah, what's happening? What you doing out here?
Kevin Samuels opened up his suit jacket. He had all these different colognes. He was like, here, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had my wife pull up on Kevin Samuels when he was in Beverly Hills. Like I said, he opened up his jacket with all them colognes. Like, I ain't got nothing on me, just cologne.
On one side of the jacket, he had the colognes. On the other side, he had the candles.
Right.
He was like, listen, I just give me your Cash App, and on the 21st, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, on the 21st, that YouTube money hit. But like, true story though. Like, this goes to show you how dangerous like this stuff could be, and especially if you moving reckless like a Taharka Bey, right? You being really silly about things. So this was not too long after the Average at Best had took off, right, with Kevin Samuels, right? And I remember, Jesus Christ, I was subscribed to this channel, and he went live, and I got the notification, and the title of the live stream that Kevin Samuels was in, or that he was doing, was called Live from Beverly Hills, right? So I clicked on it immediately because I'm like, oh, he out here in Cali, he in LA, in Beverly Hills, okay, well, what is he doing out here? And I clicked on, and I'm watching the live stream, and within like 30 seconds, maybe less time than that, maybe about within 15 seconds of him starting the live stream, I knew exactly where he was. I used to work in Beverly Hills. My wife still works out there. I used to work there too. I knew exactly where he was, you know, and because he had just walked past this U.S. Bank that's on Wilshire and Camden, I believe it is, right? And as soon as I saw him walk past the U.S. Bank, I was like, oh, I know where he at. And it was around the time that my wife gets off work. So I immediately got off the live, called my wife up. I said, guess what? She's like, what? Yo, Kevin Samuels is in Beverly Hills. She's like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, he in Beverly Hills. Like, he just walked past the U.S. Bank on Wilshire and Camden right now. You off work? She was like, yeah. So my wife hopped in the car. My wife, she hopped in the car real quick. And she's like, Wilshire and Camden. I was like, yeah, just hit it right on Wilshire and just go down to Camden, like where the U.S. Bank is. And she pull up on him. She didn't say nothing, right? But she was talking to me. She was like, is he wearing like a brown leather jacket and sunglasses? I said, yeah, that's what he was wearing. And she started dying laughing. Like, because she was laughing because, like, oh my God, it's really him. And he was walking with like a selfie stick in his hand, like talking into the selfie stick doing a live stream, you know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And it anyways, like that was it. Like, she ain't say nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't, you know, say, yell out at him or nothing like that. But the point, and you know, funny thing too, he actually came into her establishment, right? I want to say like 20 days before he died.
Oh,
you know?
Damn.
Yeah, because she just happened to be leaving work, and she heard he you know, she's walking out the door, and she hears somebody on the phone, and it sounded like him, and she turned around and she saw that it was him on the phone at her place of at my wife's place of business, like about 20 days before he died, you know. So he was always out there in Beverly Hills. But my point is this, bro. We ran down on Kevin Samuels within like a matter of like 2 minutes of him going live. Within 2 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes tops. As soon as he hit live now, as soon as he hit the live button, me and my wife was on his bumper like, hey, what's happening? You know?
Right.
But things can go left that quick. You know what I mean? So you gotta, I don't know, man. You got to be careful in these YouTube streets, man. Like,
you gotta be careful in the social media streets, period. Like, my thing is, again, like, I still just don't understand the purpose. Like, what was the goal of what was he looking to accomplish going up there? Especially if it's somebody that you know you got beef with.
I mean, that's what this internet do to you. This internet will have you thinking that everything's fun and games.
See, because it could turn out the wrong way too. Like, if you run up on the wrong person, because that's another thing. Like, a lot of people on YouTube get like a perception of certain people. You know, you hear people on these panels going crazy and they go wild, and then like you happen to run up on somebody and this person is packing. See, like with TD was like, somebody seen him, you know, wherever he was at and was like, yo, what's up? You know, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna tell people right now, like, if you ever recognize me or you see somebody that look like me with YouTube, don't ever run up on me, because for one, like, I'm from the hood, and for two, like, if you see me, that's probably where I'm gonna be at. And where I stay at, it ain't cool like that to run up on people, because it goes down out here. So if somebody run up on me like that and I don't know you, I'm on the defensive already. And I'll be out here to walk away from a situation, whether that's me walking away from a situation with you horizontal or you vertical. You know what I'm saying? Because I got stuff to do and I got a life to live, and I don't have time for those games. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people want to do stuff for social media points and social value points. I'm not on that. I'm trying to make it to the next day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes to all that silly stuff and people talking crazy online like that, you know, you could block somebody in the chat, you could send a super chat and talk greasy to somebody. But when you run up on somebody in the street, that's a completely different story.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know, like, about where they live or whatever, or you know, like I said, this California, you know, if they can do this kind of thing, and it's, you know, like, if you not on that gangster stuff or you're not a gangbanger, nothing may really happen. Man, this average everyday people in the suburbs out here that's packing rifles, you know what I'm saying? Semi-automatics.
Nah, let me explain something to you, MF Doom. If you got beef with me, ain't no you just wanted to see the museum. That's out the window. That's out the window. If you got beef with me, ain't no, I just wanted to see the museum. It's a crime.
Yeah,
if we got problems, yeah, it's a crime. Don't come up here if we got problems. Don't come to my place of business if we got problems.
Especially like if I'm making an effort to stay away from you and you keep coming up on me, yeah, something gonna happen. That's just how it is. Because that's the way that I move. Like, I don't really try to be around people that I have a problem with. And if you're trying to push up on my territory, I'm gonna stop you from pushing up on the territory. So yeah, that might just happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, stay away from me, stay away from my family. I ain't gonna tell you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Stay away from my kids' school. Don't be driving around my kids' school. You know what I'm saying? Don't be driving around by my parents' house. Don't be like, yeah, I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm outside his parents' house. He ain't about to do. Yeah, don't do none of that. Because something is gonna happen.
See, and,
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that.
Like I said, to me,
that's testing.
And that's that kind of internet thing, man. Like, where, oh man, he just pulled up to the museum, whatever. And it's like, no, bro, if we got problems, if we going back and forth, if we haven't spoken behind the scenes to squash it, you know what I'm saying? If we haven't spoken already, then no, bro, don't pull up to my place of business. If we got problems and we going back and forth all the time.
And like I said, we got the castle doctrine out here. So if I've told you not to come on my business and you're trespassing me, my state that I live in gives me legal privilege to kill you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And if I'm not
you know what I'm saying?
And if I'm not mistaken from what I had heard and gathered just online, is that this isn't the first time Taharka Bey's pulled up on Tariq where he's at. I don't know if he pulled up on a Hidden History Museum once before, you know, or if he knew Tariq was somewhere, because Tariq he's around it about, and he'll make public where he's going from time to time. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know if this is the second time that he's pulled up to where Tariq has been. That's what I heard. But yeah, you just keep popping up like that. All right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not sweet like that.
I don't try to do photo ops outside people or around people that I got beef with. If I know it's a whole bunch of people on the west side that I got an issue with, I don't go around there going on live streams and be like, yeah, I'm on the west side. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember, like, you know, like when Jay-Z and then was beefing with like Jim Jones and all that, and like New York rappers would be like, yeah, I'm outside Harlem. Like, you trying to diss Dipset on the low. Like, people know what that's about. Like, if you got any kind of common sense and you're from the street or from the street life, or even if you understand neighborhood dynamics, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that happens. This kind of stuff doesn't just happen with black people either. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people defend their businesses with lethal force in states like Arizona all the time, states like Texas all the time. So like, this whole thing of like, oh, you know, you're not going to do this. If this was Arizona or this was Texas, he wouldn't do that. And he probably wouldn't do that to one of those businesses where, you know, somebody that's not black has some guns. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to use them.
Nah, in them states, like you said, in them castle doctrine states, they'll blow you away for nothing.
Yeah.
They'll blow you away for nothing.
And get away with it.
And get off. All, like I said, Florida, Tennessee, Texas. Oh, I've seen like the stuff you see the stuff on Twitter.
My best friend had to defend himself about 4 years ago with lethal force from somebody that was doing some goofy stuff that thought it was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, like, if you live in one of these kind of states, it's nothing to know somebody that has caught a body for self-defense. You know what I'm saying? It's not that kind of party. I don't understand why you would want to be in the vicinity of somebody that you have a ongoing beef with, unless you're not trying to de-escalate the situation. But in most cases, that would take place over a phone call or with a mediator. If you can't say that you was going up here to de-escalate this, because where was the mediation at?
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And then also, like, the business isn't open, so what was you doing up there?
Facts. You got no business being up there, especially if you got beef with the brother, you know. But you know, I guess we'll get off this now. You know what I'm saying? We spoke on this a lot longer than I thought we would, you know. But I could do y'all one even better than Tariq. We got Corey Holcomb coming up. Corey Holcomb.